All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. First off, I would like to give all glory, honor, and infinite praises unto our power, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Raha HaKodash. Double honors to my apostles and elders at Great Millstone that teach and rule well. Peace, love, salutation to the hopeful elect. All right, starting with 144,000, the rest of the 1/3, and that great innumerable multitude that's scattered around the four winds of the earth that consists of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Shalom, shalom, shalom. I'm the brother Ha'amayan from the Great Millstone, Columbia, Georgia Church, and Abaratazah, this be an edifying lesson going in on discipline. More so for myself, edifying, teaching myself too, but also to the sincere sheep and believers. Discipline, man. And when the Lord speak, just listen, cause He speak through men. And when the spirit come down, just take heed. So I got this word discipline. It says penitential chastisement, punishment for the sake of correction. From Old French, discipline, discipline, physical punishment, teaching, suffering, martyrdom. It says, and directly from Latin disciplina, instruction given, teaching, learning, knowledge. Also, object of instruction, knowledge, science, military discipline. It says pupil, student, follower, see, disciple. So to be a true disciple of Yahweh Shema Shai, we must have discipline. We must listen. We must learn. We must follow direction. We must, take the punishment, for the sake of correction. We must be taught. We got to have instruction given to us. Because it's really love, So, I got Job chapter 36, verse 10. It says, He openeth also their ear to discipline and commandeth that they return from iniquity. Sins on top of sins, man. A compilation of filth. And a lot of our people don't want to, practice discipline, apply it. You can know it, but are you trying to apply it? That's what it's about. It says, if they observe, if they obey and serve Him, they shall spend their days in prosperity, in their years in pleasure. The only ones that's going to obey and be obedient is the Lord's sincere sheep and believers. The ones that are contrite, the ones that excluding their self out of the equation, ain't making it about them, but just listening to the Spirit, because they know it coming from Yahweh Shema Shai. All hell about to break loose. So you want to be on point. You want to be sincere. You want to look out for your brother. You want to learn from your mistakes. You want to be circumspect. But if they obey not, so if you don't listen, if you don't apply that discipline, it says they shall perish by the sword, or they shall die without knowledge. I got a few right here. I just typed in discipline in the KJV, and it pops up 11 scriptures, and I'm going to read them. It says, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 5. It says, matter of fact, I'm going to go to it. I'm going to start at 1. Love righteousness, ye that be judges of the earth. Think of the Lord with a good heart, and in simplicity of heart seek Him. That word heart goes into mind, man. La'ab, la'ab in the Hebrew. For He will be found of them that tempt Him not, and shew Himself unto such as do not distrust Him. For forward thoughts separate from the Most High. That backslide and perverseness type behavior. And His power, when it is tried, reproveth the unwise. For into a malicious soul wisdom shall not enter, nor dwell in the body that is subject unto sin. For the Holy Spirit of discipline will flee deceit, and remove from thoughts that are without understanding, and will not abide when unrighteousness cometh in. For wisdom is a loving spirit, and will not acquit a blasphemer of His words. For the Most High is witness of His reins, and a true beholder of His heart, and a hearer of His tongue. See? It's all about being sincere, man, and having that discipline. Being taught. Being able to be, teachable, moldable, coachable. This ain't about having a bunch of air in your chest, being, full of pride. Just really, take heed to the message that be coming out from the men that are around you. Because if I can also say, you don't want to make it hard for the men that's over you, for the leadership or the brother beside you. That's why counsel is important. And once again, I'm edifying myself, teaching myself, man. Because you can't get nothing over on the Lord. The Lord is watching, man. And this is how we gotta, I myself speaking, we gotta apply this every day, off camera, you know, because we just ain't no any man, especially that old man. We gotta put that off, you know. So let's go back. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6, verse 17. For the very true beginning of her is the desire of discipline, and the care of discipline is love, man. So that's what it ultimately is, man. Just it's love. That's Proverbs 8:17 say, I love them that love me. So if you love Yahweh Shema Shai, you gonna do what? You gonna have discipline, man. You gonna learn. You gonna be you ain't gonna make it hard. Is rebuke gonna come? Of course. But are you gonna accept it? What's the aftermath of it? You know, are you gonna pattern your ways after being obedient? Because nobody got an excuse, especially for us that put our hand into the plow. We know better. So the Lord requires much of the ones that know better. Sirach 4:17, for at the first she will walk with him by crooked ways, wisdom, and bring fear and dread upon him, and torment him with her discipline until she may trust his soul and try him by her laws, man. You can't just be you can't be who you want to be in this truth. You can't be how you want to be or what you used to be in life. You can't be like that. Nah. Sirach 17:18, whom being his firstborn he nourisheth with discipline, and giving him the light of his love, doeth not forsake him. Sirach 18:14, he have mercy on them that receive discipline. He have mercy on them that receive discipline, and that diligently seek after his judgments, man. He have mercy on them that receive discipline. You got to receive it. You got to take that. A lot of people get offended because they don't know how to take correction. They don't want to apply discipline. You know, that you got an effeminate way of receiving it instead of shedding that off and being a man of understanding, a man of integrity, ultimately trying your best to be a man of Yahweh Shema Shai. Sirach 23:2, who will set scourges over my thoughts and the discipline of wisdom over my heart, that they spare me not from mine ignorances and pass it not by my sins. Verse 7, hear, O ye children, the discipline of the mouth. He that keepeth it shall never be taken in his lips, man. You got to keep that discipline. That's just you being on your watch. That's really you examining yourself. You trying yourself out. Whether you be in the faith. Are you being a hypocrite? If so, you better stop. Stop doing it. Take the discipline. Take the chastening. Once again, man, all hell about to break loose. You don't want to be one of the ones the Lord give over to what's coming to this place, all because you didn't obey. Sirach 32:14, whoso feareth the Lord will receive his discipline, and they that seek him early shall find favor. That's what it's about, man. Get it while you can now. Be obedient. Be sincere. Be contrite. Be remorseful. There's nothing wrong with having that shame. That's how the Lord wants you, lowly, man. In spirit. Because that's being contrite, man. Brokenhearted. It says, Sirach 41:14, my children, keep discipline in peace, for wisdom that is hid and a treasure that is not seen, what profit is in them both? Baruch 4:13, they knew not his statutes, nor walked in the ways of his commandments, nor trod in the paths of discipline in his righteousness, man. So I want to end it off, just quick hit through the spirit that was on my spirit, man, when I woke up this morning. Psalms chapter 101, verse 2. It says, and this is a psalm of King David. I start at 1, a psalm of David. I will sing of mercy and judgment unto thee, O Lord Yahweh, will I sing. I will behave myself wisely in a perfect way. O when wilt thou come unto me? I will walk within my house with a perfect heart. That's what we're trying our best to do, man. And when you know better, you do better. Because we got the blueprint. We got the scriptures. You know, we just got to apply it. You know, so Abaratazadis was an edifying lesson to the Lord, sincere sheep and believers. I would like to close out by giving all glory, honor, and infinite praises unto our power, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Rahahakudash. Double honors to my apostles and elders at Great Millstone that teach and rule well. Peace, love, salutations to the hopeful elect. To the next time, Kwam Yashala. Keep the faith. Shalom.